This is a mixture of gas, water and oil spilling into the air in Nembe community in the Niger Delta region. Scenes like this have become commonplace in communities and little or nothing is done to clean up the mess. Oil was first pumped by Shell Company in Bielsa in 1956, and since then several international oil companies have extracted oil from across the Niger Delta. In Bielsa and elsewhere, communities have faced environmental catastrophe. Air, land and water have been polluted with devastating effects on residents' health and livelihood. Gas flaring has filled the air with pollutants and created acid rains.
The federal government has demonstrated a very egregiously embarrassing lack of sincerity of purpose in matching its words with action when it comes to the cleanup of the Niger Delta. The fact remains that when you have a part of the world that is, without contestation, the most polluted area of the planet, it is only natural and normal to expect that whoever is the guardian, the government, the overseer of such a territory will be sufficiently worried, sufficiently alarmed, enough to take action to remedy the environment. But this hasn't really been the case.
Nigeria is the largest oil and gas producer in Africa, and these natural resources have been largely derived from the Niger Delta region of the country. The country's economy and budget have been dependent on the income and revenues generated from the region. Statistics as of February 2021 show that Nigeria's oil sector contributes about 9% of the entire country's gross domestic product. Oil spills in the region amounted to 4,919 between 2015 and 2021, and the total revenue generated from oil and gas in 2021 amounted approximately to $2.1 trillion. A Niger Delta Group optimistic outlook says oil exploration, exploitation and gas flaring in the region have done so much damage.
A region that have produced over $600 billion between 1958 and today to the Nigerian state. But what we have in the Niger Delta, everything has gone bananas. We cannot fish, we cannot farm, we cannot even drink water from the heavens when the rain falls, because the rain is acid rain, as it were. And then you cannot even sleep at night because of gas flaring in the Niger Delta. How can we be so callous to our own brothers and sisters?
They say the way forward is for the nation to engage in a genuine process of indemnity to help the people of the Niger Delta.
Nigeria is diseased today. Nigeria is in their crisis. And the only way I have come to realize is that they have to restitute, they have to atone for the evil they have meted out to the people of Niger Delta. If the Nigerian state refuses to do something about it, then it's up to them. Because they are not fighting the people of Niger Delta. They are fighting nature. They are fighting the universe. Because they have trampled the laws of nature. And it is one thing, if you are not aware, but now it's been announced to them through this medium that what you are doing has, unsettled nature's balance. Nature thrives on equilibrium and balance, justice, fairness, and equity. And when you decide to go against it with impunity, and you think the people cannot fight you, you will have nature and the universe to contend with.
Something has to be done, but the question is, how can it be done? First, there must be a change in orientation. We must understand that what happens to the Niger Delta region when oil stops flowing, it will affect Nigeria's revenue earnings. That is the first thing we need to understand. And secondly, we must realize that, look, these are people, they are human beings. So people are dying, children are dying of cancer, people are losing their sense of smell, all sorts of things are happening. And like the one that even happened in Nembe.
It is hoped that this can heal the wounds and set the region on the path of real development.